When it was first founded in 1906, the city of Gary, Indiana did not have adequate medical facilities. 2 years later, using funds raised by the community, Mercy Hospital was established and run by the Sisters of St. Francis. As the city grew, it was evident a larger building would be needed, and in 1910, the first of many additions began on the large rectangle brick building seen here. However, the nuns ran out of money and the building was left incomplete. 3 years later, the Order of Ancilla Domini Sisters took over, and after a fundraiser, the new St. Mary's Mercy Hospital opened with Class A rating by the American Hospital Association. Somebody walked their dog through here?
Maybe police dogs? Or training exercises and stuff.
Or strays, maybe. But it was still not enough for the burgeoning city, and in 1918, the Gary Land Company donated the land behind the hospital for an additional 150-bed wing. After its final renovation, the hospital had beds for 300 patients. It also had all the departments we've come to expect in our modern hospital: surgery, obstetrics, x-ray, and physiotherapy. Also on site was a school of nursing run by the nuns. Oh, yuck. This one is pretty wrecked. There's some cool graffiti in here, though. Oh, that's all marble. They had marble hallways here. That's actually very fancy. And here's the tiles store. That's a good... Yeah. There's still... That's like a light fixture, it looks like. I'm surprised at this glass, too. Nobody shattered that. Besides the person who went ham on the paint. Yeah. This room is fresh. You can smell the spray paint still in here. And there's this metal cabinet still. Yeah. Somebody's cigarette, and they like were drawing something. Some design or something. Here, look at this. It's a very strange, it's like a mix of a toilet and like a sink. There's a lot of cool textures in here. Sadly, there is little else, but... Here in room 223 on the third floor is where the hospital's most famous baby was born. On August 29th, 1958, the 8th child to Joseph and Catherine Jackson was born. They named him Michael. Most, if not all, of the rest of the Jackson 5 were born in St. Mary's as well. Another famous patient at the hospital was California Angels baseball player Lyman Bostock. In 1978, he was returning to his home in the city with a woman who was living with him when her estranged husband chased them down, hopped out of his car, and tried to shoot her with a shotgun. However, he missed her, and Bostock took the majority of the blast to the side of his head. He was rushed to St. Mary's, where doctors worked feverishly to save his life until he was declared dead 3 hours later. His killer, Leonard Smith, was found not guilty by reason of insanity and released after 7 months in the psychiatric hospital. It is this crime which actually changed the state legislature, wherein a person found insane at the time of their crime could still be tried after they were found to be healthy again. Yeah, sadly a lot of this is blown out. By this time, the hospital in the city overall was in its decline. The nursing school had closed in 1968. here's the elevator hoist. It's all just random stairwells, actually. Elevator shaft. Long way down. Nice.
Iowa trumpet.
Iowa trumpet.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Towels, sheets.
Sutures, gowns.
This almost looks like it was like surgical rooms, but I don't know why they would have them all the way up here.
Is there poetry area?
It's like a big day room, but it's kind of hard to get into. Here's St. Mary's room. In 1974, a new wing was added to the building and the hospital was renamed to St. Mary's Medical Center. That is just hanging on by a couple of wires. Looks like a nurse's station almost. Here's some plants growing all the way in here. Look at them all. And it looks like there's a tree growing out here. Look at this. Check out this tree growing in the windowsill. That's just blown right out.
Well, it's on every floor right in this area, I think. They threw stuff out the...
Gotcha. It is this wing that the current Gary Police Department operates from. Yes, we are exploring an abandoned building connected to an active police station. It's like a, it's like an airport thing almost. Oh, nice. So this was like their work section and power plant. You can see somebody must have dragged something fairly recently over here. Oh yeah, this is photogenic in here. Oh yeah. It's the law. If you have medical emergency or if you are in labor, you have the right to receive within the capability of this hospital staff and facilities. And then here's some sort of blueprints for the power distribution. All sorts of diagrams. Emergency shower. Spit on them. They must be plastic, because otherwise those things would be long shattered. The following decades saw the hospital shrink its operations in an effort to stay afloat. By 1993, it was down to just 162 beds when it was sold to a new corporation. Summit Medical Holdings was a nationwide chain of hospitals and sunk money to renovate and update St. Mary's, renaming it now to Northwest Family Hospital, but it was too late. Just 2 years later, Summit informed employees it was closing. However, just as the final date was approaching, a group of nonprofit organizations of doctors and the community rallied together to save the facility. Eager to remove the albatross around their neck, Summit sold the hospital to the group for $1. In fact, they were so eager, it was reported that in the first meeting with the group, they actually handed $1 to them and said, "Pay us this when we're ready." Unfortunately, the group ran into legal red tape, along with being unable to raise the capital to keep the hospital running. And just 2 years after Summit purchased it, the hospital was closed and everything inside was put up for auction. Sunshine. I mean, those are, big wide doors.
There's another area kind of here that's
The whore couch. Must be like the changing station.
yeah, kind of like a locker room, but the lockers are in.
What does that say? That's just a department manager call sheet.
Yeah, that's a cool shot.
This is so unbelievable though. The police station's right there. They just have all these blown out openings. Just no attempt. Here's like a proper hand washing thing.
Lost dog, 3 legs, blind like die, missing right ear.
Recently
It's just a name of Lucky.
That's pretty funny. Oh, this is like almost, it's too small for x-rays, but they hung something up right there. Automated V systems. Should we check it out, Eric?
Yeah, check it out.
Although, actually, that looks like that might have been closed off. Yep. So that's where the police station is. You can see how it's fresh bricks. So, don't be loud. You just hear somebody pound on the other side of that. In 1998, a proposal to convert the facility into public services, police station, and a jail was partially successful when the police department moved into the West Wing in 2003. That's all like paperwork? Printouts of
It's like names and then
doctors.
whose client it is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or I assume whose doctor it is and how long it
Holy
took.
crap, that's a lot of paperwork. The second proposal to convert the abandoned section into a rehab center was liked, but the cost proved to be too high. Having been abandoned for over 25 years now, it is unlikely St. Mary's Mercy Hospital will ever be used again.